Hello, everyone, here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Stitzer, Wisconsin here. No, I gotta tell you, folks, a mighty good-looking setup here, right? I'm in a John Deere 4020 here, pulling a 6-row John Deere 7000 series planter here. Speaking of planter here, by the way, the corn just came up. That's kind of weird. Why did that just happen? Interesting. That just happened because seasonal growth got turned off. Okay, interesting. Don't know why that was. Let's turn that back on here a minute. Okay, side note, we're just getting started here with this episode, of course. I've had this happen a few times where seasonal growth has gotten turned off. Of course, a couple of times it's happened when it's usually happened like in the middle of the year or something like that. And I'm like, where the heck is my calendar at? And I'm like, what? It's happened enough times now that I actually like, oh, calendar's gone. That's, yeah, okay. So anyway, I don't know what happened here, but that was annoying. I think that causes any problems here, hopefully. I'm still unsure as to why seasonal growth got turned off, but anyway, speaking of growth, by the way, we are done, I think, planting Pioneer corn here, by the way. I have to go double check the count. I think I've got 3 fields of Pioneer corn planted here at this point. There is one other type of corn we can plant here as well. My understanding it's more of a chopping type, or silage, I should call it, a silage type of corn. So we're going to probably plant at least one field in that here, I figured. And I figure we're going to plant one of the fields closer to the farm here. So heading back to the farm here, we'll get this planter hopefully unloaded. We'll see once how that goes. This, yeah, this sounds like it's going to be a mess. This is the one thing I don't like about this one. So they have different seed types, which kind of cool. But now that I've got to unload the planter of one, now I'm going to have like pallets sitting all over the place. And I mean, I've already got a pallet of this, so it's not like I can just put this pallet with that one. I mean, if that was possible, that would be the best way of doing this, or put it back into a tote, which, in my opinion, would be even better yet. But unfortunately, that's not possible. Let's see what's here. No, I don't want to refill seeder. I want to unload seeder. Can I not unload the seeder? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, it unloads the fertilizer too. Cool. Well then. See if we put the fertilizer back in here. We'll just we'll drag this, drag that over there, just so we're not accidentally filling up a seed here, because yeah, you folks know what'll happen here with the game. The way the game works here, it's just gonna put in whatever it feels like putting in, and well, good luck. Speaking of which, I'm not sure what's on all these actual bins right here. I should probably check that out. What are these various bins for? Are these empty? Can they be used for anything? I don't know if they can be used. It's not showing anything for them. Looks like water in this one here, but I don't see anything for like filling or anything. If I just happen to pull up, does it like have a trigger? Let's find out here. Trigger! Nope, wrong button. Try this one. There we go. This one here actually appears to have a trigger. This one does not. Okay. Oh, one more. There we go. Hide all the different options there. Just out of curiosity, if I pull up under these here, at least any sort of seed, fertilizer, refill options here at all. Doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Doesn't seem to be a way to fill them either, from what I can tell. So, anyway, we need to go to the shop, and we need to buy some seed here. Let's see, double check. Yeah, I believe this is the pallet category we want here. I always forget which category we need to be under here again. And it's kind of annoying because we got to do quite a bit of scrolling here, too, to find. There we go. We want BMR seed. I know, BMR. Yeah, I'll buy a pallet of that. Another $5,000 pallet. I'll have to figure out where I'm going to store all this stuff here eventually. That one. Okay. One moment while the game crashes here as well. Hopefully that... Okay, now we're good again. I don't know why it does that, but I've had this happen a couple times here now. You notice, like, also we just kind of got stuck going in a circle with a tractor there. That was not me doing that. The game, actually, can I pull it back up? Yeah, we get this error message, and it does stop after a few seconds, which is good. I don't know what's causing it. Still kind of annoying, but... Let's see, that's more fertilizer. Let's top this off while we're over here. As we found out last episode, apparently we go through a lot of fertilizer doing this. Really? We still can't fill? Oh, that's seed. That's why. Oh. Where did all my oh, it's probably on the truck. Where did my fertilizer go? Well, you know what? We're just going to close that up and we'll drive the truck over when we need more. Okay, let's see what's here. What field am I going to go to here? We have... Double check what... I believe field 78. We also got 76. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that field in corn or not. But I figure at the very least we're going to start with field 78, everyone. That'll be a good field for chopping corn on right next to the farm here. So any sort of silage work, it should be relatively easy enough, right? Oh, kind of annoying. We're planting into a weedy field here, everyone. Probably because of the crop growth here. Speaking of weeds, by the way, clearly we're going to need to do some spraying here, everyone. So, and yeah, if it wasn't for the seasonal growth thing getting turned off, again, I don't know how that happens, everyone. I've had it happen a couple times. Somehow the seasonal growth gets turned off every so often. I don't think I actually had it happen on the last map, Lost Worlds. I don't believe I ever had any issues with seasonal growth getting turned off on that one, that I recall. But yeah, I've had it happen on several maps now where just somehow, again, the growth just gets turned off. And I shouldn't say necessarily the growth, but the seasonal part of it gets turned off. Anyway, we'll get this field planted in corn here. Probably won't be able to finish this up here this episode. We'll see how far we can get. Speaking about planting, by the way, I've got our other planter, Cedar, rolling here yet as well. Oh, this field started to grow too, didn't it? Yeah, I don't know what kind of trouble that's going to cause us here, but I'm not sure. We're planting soybeans over here, by the way. I think there's only one type of soybeans, right? Let me double check this here a minute. Yeah, so we're planting the Pioneer Brown Midrib corn, the BMR corn there. Yeah, Pioneer soybeans. That's the only type of soybeans. So that's all we can plant as far as soybeans are concerned. Got one field done here already. I think we started that here last episode, field 84. Oh, speaking of this field here, by the way, you might notice a slightly different tractor on this planter here. The Oliver tractor here was a massive flop on that planter. I don't know why. It would get to the turns and it would stop. It would just sit there. I don't remember if I showed that on camera or not last episode, or if maybe that was after recording of it, but I went over to check and like, oh, he's stuck. Okay, well, fix him. Like, gets to the next turn, he's stuck again. Like, what? Okay. Get to the next turn, he's stuck again. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Finally, after a couple more iterations of that, I'm like, okay, that's enough. Let's switch tractors, see if that fixes the problem. So I grabbed the Minneapolis Moline there, and presto. That tractor has not had any troubles running that planter here so far. Pretty good little hill right here. Which means if this was a hill in real life, it'd probably be a really bad hill. Something about, like the hills in the game, Evan's like, that doesn't look like that bad of a hill. Yeah, I mean, if you were to compare it to real life, like, oh boy. Mind you, with that being said, I'm assuming this map is probably based on a real terrain, I would assume. Or relatively close to it. Again, I'm no map editor, mod author of any type here, so I don't really get into the map making. I don't understand how that all works, but yeah, I do know that you can take essentially real terrain data and actually make a map from it. Of course, it takes a little bit of work. I mean, respect, right? But it's still kind of cool that you can actually take real map data and actually make a map in the game for it. Like I'm assuming this is probably what this map is made from. In fact, I mean, if you look at the overlay one, obviously it is a real farmyard here. A real bunch of farm areas anyway. Also, by the way, folks, hear the beeping. I don't know why, but for some reason my backup power supply is beeping. I might have to investigate that here when we're done recording. So yeah, folks, hear the beeping. That is what that is. Do a little looking into what's going on with that. That keeps beeping here anyway. Of course, now that I mentioned that one, it hasn't beeped since, so it's good. Feels a little wrong planting into the weeds here, but unfortunately not much I can do about it here, unless we run the cultivator over it again, which we did do have one. Like, this field was cultivated and ready to plant, but unfortunately due to the seasonal growth here, kind of brought the weeds up. And you notice that in some of the other fields here as well, when the fields shouldn't have had weeds yet, but again, due to the growth here, we'll have to get the sprayer out. And speaking of the sprayer, by the way, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do for a sprayer here yet. If we're going to, maybe a different tow-behind sprayer or a self-propelled, I'm not sure. If folks have any suggestions for sprayers, let me know. You know, again, we're kind of sticking with a little bit older equipment here, so anything that you think might work for this map, let me know. Or at least for the age of the equipment we're kind of playing with here. You know, John Deere 4020s and Minneapolis Leans and Olivers and Internationals, that type of thing. I'm not saying everything we have will be old, everyone, but within reason, we're probably going to try to stick with the theme we have going on here. And for that matter, by the way, if you have any suggestions for any other equipment you think might be good for this map, let me know. Ooh, this does remind me. I'll have to show you folks in the shop here. As far as I know, this map supports ear corn, everyone. So we'll have to see once. We might look at getting into that there just a little bit. I'll have to double check and confirm that here. This map supports a whole bunch of different stuff, so remember what it all does again here. Yeah, the map author definitely put a lot of work, MRG mapping, by the way, definitely put a lot of work into this map here, so this definitely might have to be my top 5 maps here, I would have to say, so far, just at least starting on everyone. With that being said, some of the crashing issues have been a little bit annoying. I don't know that I can necessarily blame the map for all of them, but okay, over to equipment here. Oh, actually, right at the top, new idea. So first off, everyone, we got the new idea, corn picker. Oh, see, there we go. Zoom in so we can actually see it. For those of you who have never seen one of these machines before, well, yeah, that's literally a corn picker, everyone. The head actually looks very similar. In fact, might actually be identical. I'm not sure, because on a real-life combine, or I shouldn't say a real-life combine, a combine that shells the corn, it works essentially the same way. You take the whole ear of corn into the combine, and then you shell it. But of course, in this case, Evan, we're simply just taking the ear of corn, and, well, I don't know if it actually does anything to it in here or not. I would assume it just kind of outputs it out the back, I think. Well, maybe cleans it. Probably does that, blows the chaff and stuff out. Well, outside of that, I mean, we're not shelling the corn here with that. Oh, before I forget, too, there should be one more here somewhere, if it showed up anyway. That's just a truck. Okay, where would that be, I wonder? Corn headers, maybe? Not even sure, actually, to be honest, where the other one is. Don't remember what brand name it was either. Not under this one, huh? Headers. Yeah, like where would one find towable harvesters here? Not sure exactly. I'll have to, well, if I get a chance, I'll take a browse to the shop, see if I can find where it is. It's a tow behind one. I think that was a new idea as well, I think. If I remember correctly, I think that's what my grandpa had for a corn picker as well. All the corn my grandpa ever did was picking as well. For those of you maybe not sure kind of the difference there. So my grandpa picked corn, And typically, I don't know if it's the same around the rest of the country or not, Evan. You folks can let me know on that. But usually, when a farmer calls it picking corn, they are taking the entire ear of corn and picking that and putting that in a wagon and storing that essentially. Most farmers nowadays, I mean, yeah, picking corn is very uncommon, I would say, nowadays. Most farmers shell corn. So you got your regular, normal combine that shells the corn, and that entails taking the kernel of corn off of the ear of corn. So when it comes to shelling them, you're just taking the actual corn kernel. And then all the rest, so the actual cob, it's tossed out of the back of the combine. Which, stand back from that, by the way. That hurt if you ever are behind a combine and get hit with one of those, right? See the other planter through the trees there. Speaking of planting here, by the way, if we check our map, everyone, we still have one more field. I guess it's just one more field left to plant here yet. I thought we had more than that. I guess it is one more, 76. Okay, so that probably answered that question. We'll probably make that soybeans then. I was kind of debating what to plant here on field 76. If we get a chance here, we do have some hay fields here as well. Also down on field 93 here. If I hop down here, everyone, it looks like there's fields here, but apparently this is all hay. So, it looks like there should be a field here. I imagine if I drive out here, of course, they'll probably detect a field maybe. But, again, looks to be all hay fields there. At some point, like we did on the last series of it, we might end up plowing that under and, actually making a proper field from it. That way, horseplay and stuff like that can actually, properly detect the field. It just works a whole lot better if it's an actual field rather than just, well, I actually don't even know what it would be considered. Because, the game shows it as a field, right? But it's not detectable by anything. And while the game does show it as a field, it also at the same time doesn't really recognize it as a field, right? So it just makes that a mess. We're going here. We're missing these spots now, right? We need a little bit more horsepower going up this hill here, apparently. Oh, well. Something kind of fun about playing with some of this older equipment here, right, everyone? Running a nice John Deere 4020 here, 6-row planter. Mind you, I do love playing with my 9RXs and 8RXs as well, but no doubt about that, but there's something fun about playing with this size of equipment here as well. And so far, we haven't done a whole lot with older equipment here as far as videos go here for Farming Simulator 22. I'm kind of stuck a little bit newer, I would say. This series is kind of also reminding me, everyone, why I do tend to stick with newer equipment. It just seems like you have a whole lot less problems, everyone. I don't know why that is. Just the mod authors behind the newer equipment do a better job. Mod authors on some of this old equipment, they just sloppy, I guess. They do not do a good job of it. The equipment doesn't work. The equipment can't pull what it should be able to pull. We've had that happen on this series already. With the I forget, cultivator, whatever it was. Oh no, it was the little John Deere 710. According to the game here, it's a 50 horsepower tractor. Like, well, that 50 horsepower tractor should be able to pull that seeder, no problem. Yeah, no. That little 710 can't even begin to pull that seeder, unfortunately, which, again, it should be able to do if you ask me. So either that tractor is not set correctly, or the planter isn't set correctly, or, again, it might just plain be the game's fault. That one, because when it comes to horsepower in the game here, it's, yeah, the game seems to err on the side of higher. Although with some things, that one, maybe not, right? Oh, is this map going to lend itself well to GPS? Yeah, that's going to be a no. Yeah, it's going to be pretty solid no on that one. The one thing this map could possibly use, if you ask me, everyone, is row crop. Adding some row cropping to this map would really just add to the level of realism on this map. But unfortunately, it doesn't include it. There might be reasons for that, given all the other stuff this map is doing and the amount of error messages. There's definitely some error messages that are happening, I've noticed, everyone. And I don't know that it's necessarily mod conflicts. It might just be, I don't know what the MRG mapping is trying to all do on this map, but they might be pushing it just a little bit. So I mean, already just when it comes to planting. So if I would, rather than just buying regular seed like you would normally do, which speaking of which, I'm not sure what we're going to do with that seed that we have there now. Just go toss it in the ditch somewhere or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. I don't think you can really sell seed back to the shop, can you? I guess there are places you can actually like sell seed. Like if we check our time-saving stock check here. Great mod to check out here, by the way. It is unfortunately only available on the PC, but if you do have PCs, Evan, definitely a mod I would highly recommend you check out. Well, that answers that question. There are no sell points for seed on this map, or solid fertilizer, or the other corn seeds. Worth noting. Do we actually have, we have diesel in stock, huh? Well, somewhere around here, we've got 3,700 liters of diesel. I'm not sure where that is, but might have to go look for that when we need fuel. Anyway, let's see if we can load up some comments here a moment and see what you folks had to say here for last episode. Reminder again, too, by the way, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications there as well once you are subscribed. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you got something to say, and throw it down below in the comments. Always enjoy reading all you folks' comments. So, anyway, speaking of the comments here, let's start off with the comments here. Comments from Clyde. Clyde was saying Stitzer is in the southwest part of Wisconsin. Ah, thank you very much for that. I was kind of wondering where Stitzer was. That would probably make a little more sense with the double cropping then, too. If you get to the southwest, you could probably get away with that a little bit more. Wisconsin, I'm over in Michigan here, for those of you wondering. So, yeah, Wisconsin's just kind of across the pond from me. And at least where I live in Michigan, you have one. There's not a whole lot of double cropping that happens. There are the occasional farmers that try it, and there was actually one that was just down the road from where I live here. They had wheat in the field. Once they harvested the wheat, they then put soybeans in it. Looks like the soybeans actually might have worked here this year. We've had a relatively good year for growing crops here in Michigan, so they might have gotten away with it. We'll have to see once here. I know another farmer here, and that was a few years ago, when they did the same thing. They had wheat, harvested the wheat, and then they double cropped it. They planted soybeans in it. And let's just say they haven't done that since. So to give you folks an idea of how well that went, they did it once. They haven't done it again. So, yeah. Like I said, you will occasionally see the occasional farmer attempt to double crop soybeans in after wheat around here. Usually it's they try it once and they don't try it again type of thing. Michigan, it's just the growing season just isn't quite long enough. Wheat usually isn't harvested till July, sometimes late July. So by the time you're planting soybeans, Evan, it's like late July. Doesn't give your crops a whole lot of growing time. I mean, you get to September sometimes and the weather can go downhill fast. So it essentially gives your soybeans maybe 2 months at the most for growing, which is not much. Compared to your normal soybeans, you're usually trying to get them planted in May or so. So May, June, July, August, September. Like I said, usually by the time you get to the end of September, the growing is pretty much done with, right? Anyway, next comment here from Brian. Brian was saying you must have an older version of the map because you should have wheat on it, which I think we do have wheat, I think, don't we? Double check this. I thought we had wheat. We don't have any wheat planted. Oh, no, we got, isn't there a, no, there is no wheat. Okay. Oats. I thought there was a specific kind of wheat here. Oh, triticale. We got triticale, which I'm assuming that's wheat, right? Well, I can answer my own question. I mean, yes, triticale is a form of wheat. Brian was also saying, when I started the newest map, it came with a variety of crops on it. As far as I know, I'm playing on the newest one here. I mean, I only downloaded this map like 2 weeks ago, I think, or something like that. So unless they've changed versions here in the last 2 weeks, which certainly is possible. I think they're on only version 1 here as far as I know. I'll have to double check that. Which, a reminder, by the way, if you'd like to download this map, I do have a download link down below in the description there. Keep in mind, I think, was this the map? I think this one had some required mods that went along with it, so just keep that in mind. And if I remember correctly, too, I think the required mods, I think you had to unzip that file when you did download it, so just something to keep in mind. Let's see. No, Huber? Apologies if I didn't say your name right there. I was saying great video. Hey, thank you very much for that. Yes, I know we're kind of doing it in the fourth headland here. I probably should have just maybe set up some GPS and started going up and down. Nope. We just ran out of something. Fertilizer. Ah. Funny how that works. It just completely stops planting. Which I guess I'm kind of okay with. Let's go get our seed truck here. Or, well, I guess technically it's more of a fertilizer truck at the moment. I haven't actually ran out of seed yet. It's the fertilizer that seems to go very quickly. Oh, I haven't seen a dash that looks like this in a long time. Leave a comment on if you folks have seen a dash that looks like this or driven a vehicle with a dash like this. Let me know of one because, oh, it's been a while. It has been a while. Even for those of you who follow my channel, you know I drive an older truck, but even my truck is not this old. I mean, I still have the old manual gauges and stuff on my truck, but yeah, this is definitely the old school style. Here I have one. Got the old fuel gauge there, your old miles per hour, temp. No, not even any RPMs on this one from the looks of it. Got our odometer down there. Apparently we got, no, that's only got 5 digits, huh? 14,880 miles on it? That don't sound right. Gotta get a little closer here, maybe. Let's see if that'll work. I gotta open this? Nope. It will start filling. Okay. Which we can actually open it. There we go. Ooh, look out. Don't not drive down there. I was about to, like, I'll just park the truck. Whoa, that's a drop off there. Okay. Let's not park the truck there. We'll just bring the truck back up over here, I guess. Oh, Bud actually answered the question I had here a little bit earlier in the video here. Bud was saying you could put down a sell everything sell point and get rid of the seed. You know what? If I can't find another way of getting rid of it, which, yeah, there's no other sell point, I guess. So I think that's what we'd have to do. I might just do that. We'll get rid of the seed that way. Find a spot to put that down and just goodbye seed. That way at least we're not, yeah. And I should have known that when I bought the seed Evan because I knew there was custom ones on here. I just didn't realize that you actually had to, like, actually use them, right? So Let's see. Hunting was saying northern part of Wisconsin doesn't do double crop soybeans. Yeah, I would definitely expect that. I would definitely not expect the northern part here. I'm in southwest Michigan, and yeah, we basically don't do double crops here either. So, and then that's in the southwest part of Michigan. I suppose you can go about an hour and a half further south. So maybe you get further south in Michigan, you can. I'm not sure if we got any viewers down in that area. Let me know, but Hunting was also saying I don't think the southern part does either. Dustin was saying, yeah, that's a southern thing. That's a southern thing, huh? I know you get down to like Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, that type of thing. That's when you can start double cropping soybeans. I'm not sure kind of where the line is there, but next comment here from Hetero. Hetero saying, can you, or good video, thank you very much for that. And then, can you harvest ear corn on this map? And are there mods out to do that? I really like this map here so far. Ooh, and I just looked over at the time. Okay, we'll have to make this the last comment here. So yes, as far as I know, you can do ear corn on this map. And then yes, there are mods out there for doing it. As I showed you folks earlier in this video here, we've got one, and I've got a second one somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. I'll have to search the shop here. You know, I was kind of thinking maybe under corn headers or something like that. I don't know where else. You know, it might just be under. Might not even be under that. It might just be under like combines here. I mean, I know it's a toe behind, but doesn't necessarily mean that's. Oh, yep, there you go. Looks like I was right, Evan. I was gonna say, yep. The John Deere 300. Actually, you know what? There might be. Do I have another one? Yes, I actually do. That's right. I forgot about this one. I was gonna say I thought I had two new idea ones. So, yep, there's another new idea. That's a 2-row one there. This one is, okay, I'm not sure what is up with that. Oh, this is not actually a, okay, super sheller. I was going to say, that is not the correct pipe for ear corn. I mean, you're not getting ear corn up that. Okay, anyway, we're getting way long this episode. We'll have to come back to that. So I definitely do have two of them. We got the John Deere one here. It looks like this one will do corn. I'm assuming there's their head for it. Oh, 2 or 3 rows, huh? Okay, there you go. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. If folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.